Thank you! Finally, a good opening episode for a full 2015 anime. I am just so relieved right now, people. I thought this season would be completely devoid of strong and entertaining anime just after I saw two other full 2015 anime that seemed to rely on fan service for some reason. But there is no fan service here, just hand-drawn mechs, interesting characters, and surprisingly engaging atmosphere. What blindsided me about this episode is that it was shockingly macho. I mean, I was wondering at first as to why the mecha pilots pilot the mechs topless, and why they work out all the time, and why the mecha pilots get bullied all the time, and I realised that all the macho activity is what forms the charm of the episode, and hopefully the whole series. It's not like in your face macho, like you don't see extreme close-ups of the guy's six-pack abs, and the bullying doesn't happen every few seconds. The macho stuff is sparse and thematic enough to draw you in. It just creates a brooding yet engaging atmosphere, as you want these characters to keep their pride amidst all the abuse they're taking. I like that. I think audiences can relate to that kind of scenario where there's a bunch of people on the brink of losing their pride because they're being treated like such shit all the time. Just from this episode alone, even though I can't tell if the characters are good or maybe bad, I can relate to their situation, and I do suspect as well that their new mission of escorting the princess character to another place could be a way for the mecha pilots to get redemption after being treated like shit. Looks like I'm not dropping this series. I was also amazed at how engaging the main character Mikazuki was. There was me looking at him in the trailer and the poster thinking that he's yet another mecha pilot stereotype where he's all energetic and positive, but no, Mika turns out to be a very grounded, super badass who can take control of any situation shockingly quickly. He comes across as quite an invincible character, which is interesting considering Mika is constantly surrounded by pain in this episode. And finally, the hand-drawn mechs! How refreshing it is to see an anime in this day and age where the animation studio actually took the time to draw and animate the mech suits. No 3D here, people, and I do think 2D mechs do have more impact on the screen. And also 2D restrains the animators so that the action is not ultra crazy and jarring. I mean, I could see everything that was happening during the battle sequence, and I did get some sense of geography between the bad guys and the good guys. So yeah, what a surprisingly great first episode. This is like the one anime I was worried about, and yet it managed to juggle lots of characters, lots of action, and lots of story in just a short amount of time. It's definitely sustainable as a full-length series, and I will check out episode 2. If this anime maintains its macho atmosphere in a careful and moderate way, while still developing the characters, then Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans will be right up my alley. Wow, I am such a sucker for cinematic anime.